Welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to a quick look at the Epic Mega Sale and some of the better deals you can get here. So a few people have asked me to cover this in more detail, so I've made a list of some games that I think you should consider getting on the Epic Mega Store. So before we begin, a quick recap of this Mega Sale. So every week they'll be giving away a free game, a bigger free game. This week's game is Fallout New Vegas, so make sure to claim that if you don't have it or if you are interested in playing. Also, we are getting a 25% off coupon that you can use once you hit a certain threshold. In the US, it is $14.99. In India, it is 1,099 rupees. So if your cart total is that amount, you'll get a 25% discount. And this happens every time you buy something, every time you make a purchase and the cart total is over the threshold. They have also introduced Epic Rewards over here. So basically, every time you buy something, 5% of your total will be sort of given back to you as a rewards. So that will be accumulating in your Epic account, and once you have a bit, you can use that to reduce the price further of future purchases, or you can just use all of it if you have a lot to buy something. And that reward is valid for 25 months. And also this week they're giving away Discord Nitro for free. So you can claim all of this. And now let's look into the games. So what I've done is I've selected some main games that are over the threshold, at least here in India. Some games that are under the threshold in India but should be over in other places. And also you can use those games to make up the difference if your main game is just below the threshold. So let's get into this. Also, if you wish to support me, you can use my creator code LBGPLAYS at checkout. Just put in LBGPLAYS and I'll get a small cut from every sale, like 5% or something. So first we start off with A Plague Tale Requiem. So this is the second game, the sequel. First game was very well received. Second game is pretty decent too. And from what I can see, the reviews are good. And this might be the new low for this game. So it is 1300 here in India. It looks very good. Also available on the Xbox Game Pass, by the way, so you can just play it there if you don't want to buy it. Decent game, great story as well. So this is my first pick. Next is Cyberpunk 2077, 50% off, 1500, good price. The game has had a lot of updates since its launch. Even at launch, it wasn't bad. I finished it. It was an amazing experience overall. Very buggy though, if I'm honest, but still enough to play and finish it. And this is at launch. It has picked up with a lot more updates recently, and there's a Phantom Liberty expansion DLC type thing rumored to be coming out fairly soon. We might hear about that in one of the upcoming events, showcases, etc. So great time to pick this up. Next is The Outer Worlds. So this is a sort of Bethesda style RPG, sort of what do you call it, like the Fallout style stuff, but made by Obsidian, who had also made Fallout New Vegas. So this was pretty fun, and a lot of people said this felt like Fallout in space type of thing. So pretty good game overall. And if Starfield can be slightly better than this, I think that would be not bad. So this game, so far, I've not seen it on good sales. It doesn't go very cheap. And this is about as low as it gets, just over the threshold here, so you'll get a nice discount. And there's a couple of DLCs as well here, so you could buy the bundle with the DLC. But overall, I've played quite a bit of this game, and it's pretty decent overall. I enjoyed it. Of course, everybody's favorite game, GTA 5, is also on sale. And luckily, at least here in India, it's over the threshold, meaning you can get a good discount on this. Next is a more recent game, the Calisto Protocol. So there was a lot of hype about this game when it was announced. At launch, it was pretty buggy from what I heard, but I think it was initial launch bugginess. They have patched it since, as they do these days. And it seems like it's a very decent game if you like Dead Space style games. It is 1500, 40% off. So once again, similar price to Cyberpunk. And then another indie game that's been quite popular, it is Hi-Fi Rush. 1600 here in India, only a 10% discount, but again, you can use the coupon and make it a little cheaper. Now on to the games that I would consider good games to add and get your total over the threshold if it's below it, or if in your region this might be under 15, it's still a decent game. So first we have Sniper Elite 5. So the latest in this series of Sniper Elite games, and this is a recent game, came out I think May of last year or something, so about a year old. Pretty decent, more open world from what I can see. I did play the first level a little bit from the Game Pass, and yes, the familiar concept. So this is 589 here in India at 50% off. Next is The Crew. So this is the first Crew game, a few years old now, I think from 2014 or something. So this is again a good game, filler game to add to your cart and get the total over. The standard version is 224 in India at 85% off, and there's the Ultimate Edition which is also 85% off at only 375. Next is Scorn. So another recent game, came out I think November of last year, October, November. Yeah, October of last year. And again, this was when it was revealed, people were very excited by the graphics and the horror elements, but when it came out there was a lot more puzzle elements which people did not like. However, this is much cheaper now, so you can buy it without having to worry about what type of game it is. It looks very horrific. 45% off is a good price, 500 in India. Asterigos Curse of the Stars. So another game from late last year. I have this game. I have played quite a bit of this game, and it's a decent game. I would say it's kind of a Souls-like game with a Greek-Roman setting. The graphics, you could say, are more similar to something like Kena Bridge of Spirits. It is actually a decent game. It's an interesting story. There is a demo of this available as well, if I'm not mistaken. No, I don't see it here. But yeah, it's a very good game, and for 580, the price is decent. Also put in Crew 2 here. So this has been out for a while as well, and the price is pretty similar to the first game. This is 90% off, 250, and there's a special edition which is 300. So this might be the best time to pick this up. A cheap racing game from from Ubisoft, sorry. And yeah, this one I've heard is a bit better. So yeah, that's a quick look at some deals on the Epic Megastore. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like this time they're rotating the sales. So some of the sales that started are getting updated. They're getting the sales are removed, and the new sales coming in. So I'll see if that is the case, and next week if there are some other deals, I'll try and mention them. Let me know if you're buying games here, because again, it's always a bit of a mixed thing whenever I make one of these videos. There's always some people who hate the Epic Store and would never buy anything, and then there are others who always request me to make the videos on the Epic Game Store. So I'll try and keep everyone happy, but yeah, at the same time, it's a bit difficult for me to judge the overall demand for the Epic Game Store. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.